Mr. Karandeep, for taking the time out and attending this event. If you could give us a perspective of how the role of a CFO has evolved and how are you balancing your role between having to kind of dabble with technology, marketing, and so many other functions which were not very core to CFO's role sometime back. It has evolved, but how are you kind of managing, and what is the industry standard, if you could give us an idea about it?
Yeah, sure. No, thank you for the opportunity. I think CFO roles, as we were discussing today, has evolved and is evolving as the context has changed, the landscape changed, technology being the biggest disruptor, and that has led to different business models going out there in the market. So the CFO has to think about not just doing the core stuff, which is very hygiene about bookkeeping and compliances and closing the books, etc., but also finding out what's happening in the marketplace, from a business point of view, and then figure out how does that translate to the numbers and eventually the reporting that you have to do for your shareholders and for your investors. So like I said, I think CFO has to keep, and the word I use with my board also is like, you have to tap dance. You can't be like still for even more than 10 seconds because, you have to be tap dancing around different priorities because the market's changing, the technology is changing, the business priorities are changing. The CFO has to be, ahead of the curve and tap dance to make sure, that the things don't go off the rails. So I think that's the biggest priority. So that's the balancing piece. Don't let the things go out of the rail, and that's what the role of the CFO is. And it's continuing to change and evolve, and it's going to be a lot more interesting with the AI and the other disruptions that are coming down the throat.